When people around the world hear Lake Buena Vista, they immediately think Disney. And they're not wrong. The city of Lake Buena Vista is best known as the home of the Walt Disney World Resort. But here's the thing. Beyond the theme parks and the Mickey-shaped souvenirs, Lake Buena Vista is a real community, a place where people actually live, work, and build their lives. And if you're thinking about relocating to Central Florida, especially if you're drawn to the Orlando area, Lake Buena Vista might surprise you. It's not just a vacation destination. For some, it's a place to call home. Now, let's be honest right up front. Lake Buena Vista is not a typical city in the way that Orlando or Winter Park are. In fact, it's one of the smallest incorporated cities in Florida by population, and much of the land is tied directly to Disney, but that doesn't mean you can't live in the Lake Buena Vista area. In fact, the neighborhoods, resorts, and communities surrounding it are some of the most unique and desirable in Central Florida. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to live next door to Disney, this is where that dream becomes reality. Lake Buena Vista sits about 15 miles southwest of downtown Orlando in Orange County. The drive takes about 25 to 30 minutes depending on traffic. What makes the location special is that you're not just near Disney, you're also close to Interstate 4, the 417, and the 429. That means easy access to Orlando International Airport, downtown Orlando, and even Tampa if you're heading west. For relocators who want to balance lifestyle and convenience, Lake Buena Vista puts you right in the middle of Central Florida's entertainment corridor. So what's it actually like to live here? Let's paint the picture. First, the neighborhoods. Because much of Lake Buena Vista itself is Disney property, the communities that residents typically consider Lake Buena Vista are the master plan neighborhoods and resort-style developments that surround the parks. Think places like Golden Oak, the only residential community built within Walt Disney World itself. Golden Oak offers luxury estates starting in the millions with concierge services, private club access, and of course, proximity to all things Disney. It's the ultimate address for Disney fans, but it's also a high-end residential community that attracts executives, professionals, and investors from all over the world. Outside of Golden Oak, there are other neighborhoods that tap into the Lake Buena Vista lifestyle. Celebration, for example, was originally developed by Disney and still reflects that same master-planned storybook charm. With homes ranging from condos to large family residences, Celebration is known for its community events, walkable downtown, and that small-town USA vibe. Then there are resort-style communities, many of which offer short-term rental options. These appeal to both investors and families who want to live in a vacation-oriented environment with pools, fitness centers, and recreation built right in. Day-to-day life in Lake Buena Vista is shaped by its proximity to Disney and the other theme parks. If you live here, the parks aren't just vacation destinations. They're practically in your backyard. Annual passes become part of the lifestyle. Dinner at Disney Springs or a quick trip to Epcot's Food and Wine Festival can be a regular weeknight activity. For families, that's a huge perk. For others, it might feel overwhelming, especially during peak tourist seasons. Beyond Disney, the area has plenty of other attractions. The Orlando Vineland Premium Outlets are minutes away, offering designer shopping at discounted prices. Restaurant Row in nearby Dr. Phillips is one of the best dining districts in Florida, with everything from upscale steakhouses to international cuisine. And if you're into golf, Lake Buena Vista is surrounded by some of the top courses in the state, including Disney's own golf courses. For families, schools are always a big factor. Lake Buena Vista is served by the Orange County School District, and while options vary depending on the exact neighborhood, several highly regarded public schools are in the area. There are also private schools within a reasonable commute, making it easy for parents to find the right fit for their kids. Healthcare access is another plus. Advent Health and Orlando Health both operate major hospitals within a short drive, and smaller medical centers and clinics are nearby. For retirees, that access is reassuring. For families, it's convenient. One thing that surprises a lot of relocators is that living near Lake Buena Vista doesn't necessarily mean you're surrounded by tourists 24/7. Yes, traffic can be heavy on I-4 and around the Disney exits, especially during holidays and peak seasons, but the residential neighborhoods themselves are insulated from most of that. Communities like Celebration and Golden Oak are designed for residents, not tourists, and they maintain a sense of order and calm even when the parks are packed. Of course, there are trade-offs. Cost is one of them. Living in Lake Buena Vista, particularly in luxury communities like Golden Oak, comes with a premium. Even outside of those neighborhoods, the demand for homes near Disney keeps prices elevated. If affordability is your top priority, you'll likely find better options in suburbs a little further out, like Kissimmee or Davenport. Another trade-off is that while you have incredible access to entertainment and dining, you're not in the middle of Orlando's business or cultural districts. Commuting to downtown Orlando can take time, especially with I-4 traffic. For professionals working in downtown, that's something to consider. For those in hospitality, entertainment, or remote work, it's less of an issue. But for many people, the pros outweigh the cons. Living near Lake Buena Vista means living in one of the most unique communities in Florida. You're close to world-class entertainment, luxury shopping, top dining, golf, and lakes. You have access to strong schools and healthcare, and you're part of a community that feels both exclusive and connected. So who is Lake Buena Vista right for? Families who love the idea of raising kids in a master-planned community near world-famous attractions. Retirees who want luxury, convenience, and entertainment at their fingertips. Investors who see the value in vacation-oriented communities. And yes, die-hard Disney fans who want to make the magic part of their everyday life. If you're considering a move to Lake Buena Vista, this is where Find Your Florida Now comes in. We connect you with vetted, expert local real estate agents who actually live and work in Central Florida. They know the neighborhoods, the trade-offs, and the opportunities, and they can help you decide if Lake Buena Vista really fits your lifestyle. Here's what to do next. Fill out our Florida Lifestyle Match form below, and we'll connect you with the right agent for your goals.